If someone told you right now, you have two choices. You can save the world, or you can save the people who were with you since day one, your mother, your best friend, the ones who stood next to you when nobody else did, but you can't save both. What do you choose? Because this is exactly the choice that divided two of the greatest characters in anime history. Itachi chose the world, Eren chose his people. And today, I'm going to tell you why, if I was in that position, I would have done the same as Eren. But before you get angry, we need to understand both sides, because this isn't about power. This is about love. Let's start with Itachi. Itachi wasn't evil, he wasn't crazy, he wasn't selfish. He loved his little brother more than anything. But when his clan planned a coup, when war was about to break out, he was forced to choose. If the Uchiha revolted, thousands would die. Maybe tens of thousands. So he did something almost no one could ever do. He killed his own clan, his own parents, and carried that hatred alone. He became the villain so the village could survive. That's heavy. That's sacrifice. That's a burden most people couldn't carry for 1 second. Now let's look at Eren. Eren grew up in a cage, watched his mother get eaten alive, found out the world hated his people. Not because of what they did, but because of who they were born as. And then he learned the truth. The outside world would never stop. They would never forgive. They would never let his friends live in peace. So Eren made his choice. He would destroy the world, not for power, not for glory. But so Mikasa, Armin, the people who were with him since childhood, would live. Two choices, two paths, two kinds of love. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. Itachi chose peace, but ask yourself something. Peace for who? For strangers, for a system, for a village that would later treat his brother like trash. He protected a world that never even knew what he gave up. Eren chose his people, and people say that makes him selfish. But let me ask you this. If someone breaks into your house, are you protecting the world, or are you protecting your family? If the world says your loved ones must die so everyone else can live comfortably, are you really the villain for saying no? Here's the truth no one likes to admit. It's easy to say you would sacrifice your loved ones when it's not actually your loved ones. It's easy to talk about the greater good in theory. But if it was your mother, your brother, your best friend, the one who grew up with you, the one who cried with you, would you really look them in the eyes and say, "I'm sorry"? But strangers matter more. I couldn't, and that's why I lean toward Eren. Not because genocide is good, not because destruction is cool, but because loyalty matters. Day ones matter. The people who were there when nobody else was, they matter. Now here's where people push back. They say, but Eren killed innocent people. Yes, he did, and that's the tragedy. But the world in Attack on Titan wasn't innocent either. They planned to wipe out paradise. They trained children to hate Eldians. They turned fear into war. Eren didn't wake up one day and say, "I want chaos." He reached the end of every other option, and when every door closed, he chose the only one that protected his people. Itachi accepted being hated to save many. Eren accepted becoming a monster to save a few. Both carried pain. Both carried blood. But the difference is this. Itachi trusted the system. Eren trusted his friends. And if I'm honest, I trust my people more than I trust the world. But here's what changes everything. Itachi believed sacrificing the few would create lasting peace. Did it? No. The ninja world still went to war. Pain still attacked. Hatred still existed. His sacrifice delayed conflict. It didn't end it. Eren believed destroying the outside world would guarantee freedom. Did it? Not completely, but for a moment. His friends lived. They breathed. They had time. And maybe that's the real difference. Itachi gambled on humanity. Eren gambled on loyalty, and I know which bet I would take. If the world told me, "We need your family to die so everyone else can live better," I'm choosing my family. Call it selfish. Call it wrong. Call it evil. But love is not fair. Love is not logical. Love is not balanced. Love is protective. And if the world forces you to choose, you reveal who you really are. Itachi revealed he was a guardian of the many. Eren revealed he was a protector of his own. And I respect both. But I relate to one. Now here's the real question. If it was you, if you were standing there and you only had seconds to decide, would you sacrifice the people who stood with you since day one for strangers you've never met? Or would you burn the world to protect your own? That's why this debate will never die. Because it's not about anime, it's about what kind of person you are. And maybe That's why we can't stop talking about characters like Itachi and Eren. They force us to look